begin on all fours. If your knees are sensitive, grab a blanket or something, towel to put underneath. We'll start on all fours. Knees are stacked under the hips. Hands, wrists are stacked right under the shoulders. Nice flat back. Let's do small rocks forward and back. Warming up the wrists. And find stillness. Let's do a few cat-cows. So arching through, lifting the chest. Exhale, curving through the spine. Inhale, arch through. Exhale, curving through the spine. A few more on your own. And find stillness. Let's go ahead, toes come together, knees open wide. Sit back to a child's pose. Continuing to breathe, letting your hips sink down towards your heels. And make your way back to all fours, so rolling back up, adjusting your feet so that they're parallel, knees are under the hips. Let's do some more cat-cows, warming up that spine. Good. Let's make our way to seated. Let's bring the soles of our feet together in a butterfly position. If your knees are up here, totally okay. You can grab pillows or yoga blocks, anything to kind of support them. Everyone's position is going to be different here. You want to try to sit nice and tall on your sit bones so you can move those butt cheeks out of the way so you can sit up nice and tall and stacked. The lower belly is lifted so that it's supporting my low back. Trying to keep as straight of a spine as possible. Take a few moments to breathe in this position, opening up the inner thighs. Let's do some more arches to warm up our spine. So we're going to press our chest through our arms. Exhale, curve through the spine as if someone threw a giant beach ball at you. Nice and smooth, everything. Inhale, arch through. Exhale, curve. Sitting up nice and tall, let's bring our right ear down to our right shoulder. Stretching out the side of the neck. Close your eyes if that feels good so you can really focus inward. Relax the jaw. Notice how the stretch changes when you shut your mouth, when you open your mouth. And gently roll the chin down to the center of the chest. And lift up through center. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And rolling the chin into the center of the chest. Lifting the head back up on the spine. Look to the right. Look to the left. Just pivoting the head on top of the vertebra. Find center. Let's roll our shoulders a little bit. And let's reverse the circles. And let's walk our hands out in front of us. Only go as far as you can go. Breathing into any of the tension. So the inner thighs, that low back. And if your back is straight, you can go ahead and curve it down as much as you can. Relaxing the head, swaying side to side. Let's walk our hands over to the right. This might be a very subtle movement. I'm super, super tight in my back. So this is as far as I can go right now, today. Every day is different. Walking your hands through the center over to the left. Also, one side is most likely different than the other. Totally fine. Walking your hands through center. Let's shake your head now, nice and gently. Rolling up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to arrive is your head. Let's bring that right leg out in front of us. So my left foot is right up against the inside of my right leg. Toes are up to the ceiling, so my leg is feeling nice and strong. I'm sitting up nice and tall on my sit bones. It's like a string is pulling at the top of my head. I'm very tall and elongated. Walk your hands down the leg, go as far as you can go, feeling a stretch in the back of the leg. I'm keeping my spine straight here. Breathe. Think of pulling that left hip back. Yep, and then you'll feel a little bit more of an intense stretch. Now relax the body over the leg, relax the foot. If you're feeling any tension in the neck, just gently turn your head right and left. And walk the hands back up the leg. Give that leg a little shake. Let's gently switch legs. So now my left leg is pressed out. My right foot is on the inside of my left leg, sitting up nice and tall. String coming out of the top of my head, pulling me up, toes up to the ceiling. Leg is activated. Lower belly is activated. Walking my hands down my leg. One side is usually always different. For me, this side is always tighter. Breathe into the tightness, the tension in the back. And relax the body down. See if you can go any lower. Relax the foot. Pull that left hip back. Turn the head from right to left if that irritates the back. If you feel tension coming out of the back of the neck. And walk your hands up the leg. Let's bring both feet back together. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's rock our pelvis forward and back. Turn sideways for you here. So we're sitting up nice and tall. We want to tilt our pelvis forward like a bowl pouring water out the front. And then we're going to tilt our pelvis back. So don't look at my back, look at my pelvis here. Think of tipping a bowl backwards and water coming out. So we're just playing with our pelvis. Rocking it forward and back. Yes, you'll feel your lower abs starting to work. Forward and back. Forward and back. Good, and find stillness. Let's go on, make our way to our backs. Don't mind all the presents on the tree. Laying on your back, feet flat on the floor. Rock your legs sideways, right and left, just slightly. Call these windshield wipers. Bring your hands to your lower belly. Find stillness. Adjust your shoulders so that they're pressed down the back, so you feel length between your ears and your shoulders. Take a few deep breaths into the hands, your low belly. Good. Bring your arms out to a nice T position, palms up to the ceiling. Let's reach our arms up to the ceiling. Shoulders are still pressed down. So you don't want them lifted off the ground, you want the shoulders pressed into the ground. And open them back up to the side. Let's do that again. Lift them up. Exhale, lower them down. And lift them up. Let's cross the right arm over the left, and you're gonna hug yourself. Think of keeping the elbows pointing up to the ceiling. Don't let them drop towards the knees. Up to the ceiling. Reach the arms up. Switch the cross. Left arm in front. Hug yourself. Points of the elbows up to the ceiling. Open them up to the sky and open them back out to the side. Very good. Now, let's reach our arms up to the sky. Slowly reach them back behind you. You want to reach only as far as those shoulders will allow you to go. So you might be hovering off the floor. And reach them up. Let's reach back again. And exhale, bring them up. Let's reach our right arm up and our left arm down. Nice and smooth. How fluid can we make this movement? Really paying attention to our shoulders. Inhale, reach them up. Switch left up, right down. And bring them back to the ceiling. Good. And over the arms out to the side. Let's cross our right ankle over top of our left knee. We're going to reach our hands between our leg and lift it into our chest. Pull it into your chest. You're feeling a nice stretch in that right hip, that right glute area. Flex your foot for extra support for that knee. And now we're going to actively press our pelvis, just like we were doing the pelvis rock sitting, down into the ground. You can't even see me do it. It's such a subtle movement, but as I do it, I feel an increased stretch immediately in that right hip. Hold. And relax. Pull that leg in a little bit more. And relax that leg down to the ground. Switch legs. Left ankle crosses over the right knee. Reaching my arms through the legs, pulling that left knee in. Get a nice stretch in that left hip. Notice my back is straight. I'm not lifting up. If you have to lift up, grab a towel, bring it through, anything to help pull it in so you don't have to jeopardize your upper body. Now we're going to begin actively stretching. So, same thing, pelvis. We're going to tilt our pelvis forward into the ground, pressing our tailbone into the ground, immediately getting a nice, more increased stretch in that left side here. Breathe. Good, and relax. Pull that leg in a little bit deeper. Good, and relax the legs down into the ground. Let's do a little bit windshield washer, right and left. Let's bring our arms out to the side. Let's drop our knees over to the side. You choose, right or left. The idea is you want them stacked on top of each other. You want your shoulders off the ground as much as you can. Head looks over to the opposite side of the knee. So if my knees are going left, My head is looking over my right shoulder. Pull a nice supine stretch here. A little twist. And exhale, bring the knees back to center, nice and slow. Be gentle with that low back. Let's twist to the other side. So lowering the knees over to the other side, making sure they're stacked one on top of each other. And twist. So my head is looking the opposite of my knees. You want this shoulder on the ground. That is the goal. I still have work to do. Close your eyes, breathe here. Make your way to center, nice and slow. Let's bring those knees into the chest, give them a hug. Lift your head up into your knees as much as you can, rock a little side to side. Grab underneath your knees, we're gonna do a little rolling like a ball. If this is really difficult for you, you can just gently press your way up. Just to start to get a little bit of momentum. Rolling through the spine, bringing the head into the knees. Try to balance. If you land on your sit bones, try to have balance there. Roll back. And come up, make your way all the way up. Let's open those legs again, butterfly position, sitting up nice and tall. Let's reach our right arm over to our left knee, reaching our left hand back behind us, sitting up nice and tall. Another little twist. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Release that, come back to center, other side. Right hand reaches over, left hand reaches over to the left knee. Right hand reaches back. Inhale, lifting up nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And release, come back to center. Let's arch our chest through. Curve our spine back. Inhale, arch through. Exhale, curve. Sitting up nice and tall on those hips. Relaxing those knees, open to the side. Close the eyes for a moment. Take a few deep breaths. Notice if you feel a little bit more open, a little bit mobile in the spine from the twists. Maybe you feel a little bit taller. And that was 15 minutes. Thank you.